I once listened to a philosopher who was teaching Advaita Vedanta. I was young, I was 23, 24, 25. It took me a bit of time to see this was not going to help me in any way. He was brilliant. He was speaking a fantastic metaphysic. And once he said, no psychological question. That really troubled me because the purpose of the game is to put the psychological entity, the psychological structure, the person, your ego, to the point it is not. So it is only by exploring what is your ego, what is your psychological structure, what are the relations to thoughts, emotion, fear, low self-worth, repressed guilt, that at one moment you'll create an inner crisis. Because awakening, enlightenment, is the ultimate crisis of the ego. And metaphysical questioning only works if you encounter a crisis. And when you encounter the crisis, your ego will go crazy. It's only if you have stabilized a good distancing that you have a chance to make the breakthrough. Why do you think the Buddha see Maha an army of demons? I told you that a couple of times, but it's the same thing. My ego went crazy. Egos of seeker turned mad. You had a priest, well, the priest of art. He was seeing the devil. Many mystics had those visions. So the psychotic phase linked to the system of belief are the ultimate lure. So in fact, working on yourself is to work with the lure, the decoys, your ego. It will fire in order to keep its ground, in order to keep its position. That's why at one level, working on yourself is war. At one other, it's not. But if you don't go into that war all the way, nothing much will happen. And there is something fantastic, which really helps you. Those are your dreams. When you get to really understand the dream system, the dream archetype I use, you will see that your upper self speaks to you night after night, telling you exactly what should be processed. So of course it takes a little time. It's work, like everything else. Without work, nothing happens. But it's quite fascinating to see that there is a part of you which loves you unconditionally and wants you to move. Your dream will provide an angle where you can process the next trench blocking your evolution, the next trench limiting your growth of your person, of your ego. If you want to drop the mask, if you want to be free, you have to really thoroughly understand how your ego functions. And of course, your ego will create fake crises using irrelevant fear, irrelevant anger to stop the dynamic. So the more you work on yourself, the more you raise your level of consciousness. This is a progressive path. And bit by bit, you will fly at other level. You will be in other dimension. In fact, this teaching is a combination of the abrupt path where metaphysical questioning really wakes you up, and psychological drilling, which raises your level of consciousness. It's a combination of both, which one day, when you don't expect it at all, will free you.